in here on shot 126, putting it together. And 126, 127, 128 are cool because they're the push-ins on each guy. Here, I'll show you the example here. Vroom, does the point, right? Vroom, does the point. And then here I've got the little chief, the little rookie, the little cochise, and then the big cochise's heads are all in these ramekins to keep them separate. And then there's his shirt, his arms, and the background stuff. The cool thing about these shots is it's the final three before the final shot, which is a super long slow motion shot. So it's kind of like a blast of each guy, putting it all together, they're really cool looking shots. But the thing is, I go from this little cochise to these big cochises as the push-in happens. And obviously the push-in will be in post, but within that push-in, I've got to figure out how to blend from the little cochise into the big cochise as seamlessly as possible. And that's obviously a problem for future Paco, but present Paco is thinking about it like, okay, it's going to be tricky. But I think it's going to be cool. I love making these little dudes. They don't move at all. You can only see them for like 4 frames. So it's going to be awesome. I'm stoked to put these together. So why don't I get to it? All right, kids, 126 in the Bix. What? I don't even know what that means. Don't look at me. You all right? Just wrapping up shot 126. Well, putting it together anyway. Just wanted to show you here is everybody. So it starts off with these 3 guys, and then it zooms into him, and then it ends up with him looking to the camera. And his like hands and arms and all that stuff are in there in the background. But yeah. What do you think, Lilo? Think it's gonna be good? Oh well, who knows then. But yes, I'm stoked at how all this stuff looks. I still have to do the push-in on the chief and the push-in on the rookie, so there'll be other little guys to put together, as well as big guys. But yeah, my whole thing is like, how's it gonna work in post? Because I do have to go from this little guy into this one here. So it'll be interesting, but that's future Paco's problem. So let's get on to shot 127 and have some present Paco problems. All right, kids, let's go. Yo, what's up? Made me dizzy. All right, we're doing shot 126, and we're kind of doing 127 and 128. I'll explain it. This is what it starts off looking like, right? Boom, that's our first shot. And then that's what we've got going on down here for 126. But as you see the shot, then there's like a woof right into that, the close-up of him, which I have over here. And I'm going to be putting this on a green screen and do a quick push-in on this shot, like a woof. And then I'm going to take him out and then just have the green screen then kind of slide in. Hopefully you don't really notice. There's a shadow here that's going to kind of make it a little noticeable, but I hope overall not so much. And also what I'm doing is, like, this shot doesn't move. It just stays like this. And then we take him out, and then we're going to switch it in post. And then rather than then setting up the green screen part to put it in, and that's the next 3 shots, I'm going to do all 3 wide shots like this. Set it up, do it, take the shots, and then do all 3 of the green screen shots at the same time. Just because it just makes more sense to me. And so, yeah, that's what we're getting onto right now. And this is like not super tricky. And it's the next 3 shots out of the last 4 shots. So we might zoom through this, which I'm excited and not excited about. Isn't that weird? Anyway, let's get to it. Let's see how this turns out. Whoop! I loved setting these scenes up. They just look so iconic to me and just so happy with them. Yeah, okay, so here we are. We're doing the green screen work for shot 126. It's the push-in on Cochise. As you see, this is where we're starting here. We got him. You can see we got the little glare, got the little sparkle in his sunglasses there. And then we've got 2 more heads, a couple more bodies, and some different arms. Oh, and there's his badge as well. And so in total, this is 18 frames, then plus the freeze frame, and I'll just click all those off. And yeah, this is the big thing. Oh, Ringo in the house. Where are you, bud? I hear you. Oh, he's right down there. Hey, bud. Oh, he sounds so sad. He wants me to get this done too. So we're going to get to this. I'll show you how this one turned out right now. I love working with big scale models like this Cochise. They're just so much fun. You can add so much detail and they just look awesome to me. Yeah, 127 is now put together. I had a little hiccup. I never cut out the silver stuff. So as you can see here, none of these glasses were cut out. And so at first I just thought I misplaced Cochise's glasses. So I just cut these out by hand. And then I thought I misplaced his mustache, so I just cut that out by hand. That's why it's so big and weird. And then I found the original over here after it was all said and done. But I had to go back and cut out all of the sunglasses for each of the guys in that little one there. But overall, I think it looks pretty cool. I'm really digging these like big scale versions of them. I think they just look super cool. Maybe just because they're so enormous and I'm used to working with smaller things, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. So on to shot 128, which is the window shot, the one before the last one, and it's the rookie with the big one. So let's get on to that. Let's get this done. I'm excited. Here we go. Yo, here we are, shot 127. I've got it set up, the wide. So this is what we want it to look like. Dudes just standing around. This is what ours looks like. Got these dudes standing around, and here they are. The real life them, just standing around. And then I've got the big chief for the green screen back there. And one thing you can notice is this shot itself is only 26 frames. But if you check it out, when you get to shot 17, that's where it freeze frames. So you don't even have to shoot any more off of that. So essentially, this shot is only 17 frames all in. And this chief here, he's only in this shot for 7 frames. At 7 frames, it's done with the push in, and then we take him out and replace him with the green screen of the big chief. And I really hope that works. I don't want to like drop the ball on this thing in the last few shots. So I think it will work. It might be a little bit like a little grr, but I think it's going to look okay. But either way, these shots, there's no motion in them at all because it just pushes in on that. So we're flying through them, kids. All right, let's get on to 128. 128? Wow, that's great. Ah! A lot like 126, it's just making these tableau type shots look good enough for the super big push into these close-ups of the actual dudes looking at the camera. Okay, so we got shot 127, the green screen part done. Here, check it out. This is what we want it to look like. A little zoom in on the chief. Voop, it just kind of turns his head. Burp, that's kind of it. And so what we have down here is, just kind of turns his head. And it's, I hope it's okay. There's a big move between that one, like there to there. It's kind of a large move, but I think it still works. I think it'll look okay, especially because we're going to be kind of whipping around and bouncing and stuff like that. So, all right, 127 green screen done. We are flying, kids. We got one more left. One more green screen shot left until there's only one more shot left in stop motion sabotage. I know I keep saying that in all these videos, but it's just kind of crazy to me. Crazy to me. Anyway, let's get this next one done. Nice pushing on the rookie, and let's hope it looks dope. Yeah, okay. Shot 128 put together. And here we go. That's what we got there. And honestly, I'll tell you what, I think this here is like an awesome looking piece of art. To me, I think that looks great. But anyway, yeah. So that is like the second last shot of Sabotage, stop motion Sabotage, done. And also, I gotta say, this code cheese, I think, just looks dynamite. I don't know what it is. It just looks dope AF. But anyway, next one is the final shot, shot 129 of Sabotage, stop motion Sabotage. I'm trying to get that going, stop motion Sabotage. So tell your friends. But anyway, yeah, I'm probably done this for today because I did a whole bunch. But next time I do this, it's for the last one. That is crazy. But anyway, thanks for checking these out. Yeah, from this awesome looking piece of artwork here, and from me, have a great night. We'll see you on the last one. Wow. All right, so we got shot 128 going on now, and this here is what we want it to be set up like. Everybody kind of chilling, and then we come down here, and that's what we got. Everybody chilling, and the realness here. Again, this was very, very similar to the one before. It just shifted over a tiny little bit. And you'll see here, it's a zoom in on the rookie, and that happens at 14, the 14th frame, that happens. But we're going to switch it out right there. Bink, right there is going to be our switch out to the big rookie that we have right here. So yeah, I'm going to shoot this one out and it'll be done. And then I'll move on to the green screens. Like, honestly, I think we might get these 3 shots done today. In one day, the last 3 or 4, the last shot, like over 200 frames is going to be a couple days, maybe a couple weeks. But for these ones to get done like this is sweet, and just hope it works. Gotta hope it works. All right, kids, give me your luck. Give me your love. I need y'all right now. Give me your hand. Here. Whoa. If I have a favorite of these wide shots, it's this one. So I just wrapped up the wide part for shot 128. And I just wanted to show you these characters here, because you're going to see them for like 7 frames or whatever. But it's like all these ties are all different pieces of material glued on. I had to draw these lines on with a marker and a ruler. And I don't know. Even though you're only going to see these guys for, man, a sliver of a second, I couldn't just kind of slack off on them. I think this Cochise, see, he's very tiny, but his little badge and his tie and everything, I don't know. I just love that. I just love the detail that I got to put into this stuff. And as the video went on, I got better at it. So yeah, I just kind of want to show, not to show it off, but just to show you this. I think it's neat. So hopefully you think it's neat. All right, kids, we're on to the green screen stuff now. Flying. We're flying. The weird receding hairline to hairline shot. Yeah, all right. Shot 128. The green screen is done. It was actually quite easy. It was only 8 frames in the whole thing. So it kind of went by quickly. So here it is. Like, whoop, and then it holds. And then it holds for a long time because the next shot has a super long fade in. But you just kind of see, just kind of looks at the camera. That's all it really is. And then for us, what we've got here, whoop, that's it. And then I'll hold that shot. It's almost like receding hairline, and then he gets plugs. Hey, plugs. But anyway, so that's it. That's the end of the green screen stuff for shot 126, 127, 128. That means all we have left is to make sure this works, first of all, but then just shot 129. It's over 200 frames. It's my most detailed shot yet. So I'm stoked to get to that one, and also kind of sad to get to that one, I gotta be honest. But anyway, I'm going away for a little while. Got a little vacation coming up. So I'm going to start that when I get back. And that's it till the end, kids. All right. I love you for sticking with me this long. We're in the home stretch. So everybody, put your hands in. 1, 2, 3, Beastie Boys, stop, much sabotage, go right frame.